Hello, I'm FX Toycat, and Minecraft leaks are getting absolutely out of hand, with this last week providing some crazy examples. But where do they all come from? The simple answer is about a year ago, there was an account that managed to leak that there would be badgers in Minecraft Legends. This earned him the nickname of the Badger Man, and the leaks that came after this were all proven to be true after, like the Minecraft Live mob votes, the fact that you'd be able to vote in the game, and even the picture pod, although this last image was removed later by a copyright strike, and the entire account was threatened in such a way that we've never seen a post from the Badger Man since. This left a clear void in the community, one which people have been filling with this account called Dan Gioni. This was a leaker which said he was going to leak 21 teasers in a little over twice as many days. However, they only ever managed to post just 3, this hole as number 1, this audio sound and then a briefcase as number 2, and then this image of a hopper going into a crafting table as number 3. Then they said they had to close down the account under suspicious circumstances that rivaled Roger Badgerman, and wow, if they're being shut down under the same circumstances, these leaks are probably true too, is what a lot of people started to think. And given that there was no way of knowing that Roger Badgerman was legit, he just turned out to be, it does feel to a lot of people as though this guy totally is as well. However, I'm here today to tell you, you've got to be a skeptic about stuff like this. I know a lot of YouTubers are reporting on this like it's fact, but it's really important to look at any source that you see and judge it for yourself, because otherwise, I mean, look at this comment I got from Lego Show TV. Have you seen the leaks from Pet Jones and Cast Lay? And I went to go look up. Wow, Cast_Lay posted this image of, as you can see, it's an end portal. Is that meaning we're gonna get an end update? This was 6 out of 21 of their leaks, and you can tell that it's legit because the account doesn't exist. Wow, Mojang got to them. It's gonna be an end update. We've seen it confirmed here. And then even more pathetically, in my opinion, is this leak from Pet Jones, which just says Minecraft 1.21, the Voidful Deep article, saved before removed by Mojang. But look, they already had it removed by Mojang in the exact same way that Roger Badgerman's did. This is absolutely insane to see. Do you see the confirmation we just got? The end update is happening, except no, wait a minute, just because someone says something, it doesn't mean it's real. In the same way, what I'm saying in this video is something you have to interpret and take your own feelings from. Is the Castlay leak real? No, just because you delete your own account, it doesn't make your predictions correct. Is this second one real? No, even less so. I mean, there's no way on earth you can get a copyright takedown 3 minutes after posting something in such a way that no one ever sees the real image. These are at best trolls, but at worst, these are people taking advantage of the fact that there is no confirmation, there is no way to confirm if a leaker is real, and this is kind of the problem the community has. Even those Dan Gioni leaks are going a step too far to blindly believe those, but I do have some very interesting evidence about that we'll come back into later, including talking to the Badger Man himself about this. But before we dive into any of that, let's quickly mention this comment from DsNuts1330, because a lot of people will believe these are legit, because wow, Mojang should really work on more stuff before they leak their own updates accidentally. That's right, Mojang are doing this themselves was a really popular theory during the Roger Badgerman times, because he was so good at leaking and at really getting a discourse going in the community. I do think them removing, really going after Roger Badgerman was actually a bad thing in the end for their own publicity. You might be able to argue, but the reason these leaks definitely aren't coming from Mojang is because none of them have any confirmation, and none of them have any way of confirming their link to Minecraft in any way whatsoever. In fact, Minecraft have been on a real campaign to make sure that things don't leak. This means that tightening up a lot of their internal processes is happening, but this also means that anyone who has any information whatsoever, so for example my marketplace team, had to sign stricter NDAs in just the last few weeks here, because it is very important to Minecraft that they reveal this update when Minecraft Live happens, which is not that far from now, by the way. They want to be the source people come to so that they can tell you about their new game or their new update or their new UN project or their new merch at the same time as luring you in for the new update. If you already know about the new update, you're not going to want to buy the new Minecraft Barbie Lego set, and honestly, that incentive combined with the fact that they are going really strict on trying to catch actual leakers means that the odds of any new leaker being correct is very, very low. And it's just, if you want to believe one of these accounts, it's exactly the same as typing into, like ChatGPT, or I've used Google Bard here, when is Minecraft 1.21 coming out? Wow, it's coming out in early 2024. Also, it is rumored that Minecraft 1.21 could introduce a new mob called the Forest Guardian. Wow, that sounds incredible. I'm going to believe this random thing the text generator spewed out. That is just as accurate, or honestly, more accurate than this post from Pet_Lay. I really don't understand how people fall for it, but Trikera6000 doesn't understand why people are obsessed with leaks to begin with. The update isn't even that far away, except wait a minute, Trikera, I think we confirmed earlier that actually the update is coming out in early 2024. That's confirmed because I typed it into ChatGPT. And so the fact that we're almost as far away as we can be from the next Minecraft update is probably why why people are so obsessed with leaks. Even if this has a 20% chance of being true, people will still love something which they can talk about and which, gets them into this next update, because it honestly can be depressing for a lot of people who like vanilla Minecraft updates that they have to wait a year between each of them. In the early days of Minecraft, 1.3, 1.4, and 1.5 would manage to release within 4 months of each other, so people waiting 3 times as long means the hype cycle has to kind of go somewhere in that time, and this is where the leaking phase comes in, or just the pure idea phase. People love to discuss the hypotheticals, and this is a great way to allow people to do it. However, I am not going to lie to you for the sake of doing that. I think it's always worth being clear that although I would make way more money on a video that said these things were real, look at the end update that's definitely confirmed, I think it's way more important to actually be real with you as a community and hope that you take that on your own stride. But I also think that doesn't mean we can't enjoy the idea of thinking, okay, if there is a tiny chance that this is real, what does that mean for the game? I mean, obviously, automatic crafting sounds wild, and in fact, I agree with Troxy that actually automatic crafting is not the most likely thing, because it's very unmojangy, or even, the hopper could just fill any active crafting recipes you have on the table. So if you have a bunch of sticks in the hopper and you want to make ladders on a massive scale, you could sit there on the crafting table and you could automatically make it. There's also the idea that this is just an abstraction they're making from some data they found somewhere, and actually some much better crafting table is coming out which can deal with sorting things, or just a better hopper. It could go either way. There are lots of great ways that Minecraft could improve the hopper, and if seeing it as a leaks, air quote, is the best way to think about it, then maybe that is the way we should think about it. Or Subway sandwich tastes good, says Enderite. Yeah, that's a fun idea too, right? Imagine if they took the Netherite idea of adding a new tier of loot and did it to the very end of the game. That would be great in an end update, although we haven't seen any proof that's coming. You know, it'd be better than an end update though. Scrambled Bricks 7293 says, I hope we get a new dimension, to be honest, or perhaps new structures and a structure overhaul. Why not both at the same time? A new dimension is a perfect opportunity to add new structures to it, because why would you go into a 4th dimension if it doesn't have any structures or a compelling reason to be there? Wow, yeah, the idea of a 4th dimension and discussing it is one I think a lot of people really do enjoy, and that is why, to go back into Trogrikat's question, I think that it's a very easy way to build hype with no effort, to just come up with a simple idea. It's just too easy to set up and get a lot of publicity, and this is what I think the most likely outcome behind Dangioni is. Although it is very compelling to see an account follow what looks like the Roger Badgerman trajectory of sharing things they're not meant to and then getting shut down, it's just far too easy to fake to believe that it would be a real thing, because everyone in their mind, even at the time that Roger Badgerman was around, people were starting to fake his tweets, because that was a great way to pretend that something was coming to the game. And given that there's basically no confirmation of whether these things have done something, there's no official website, there's no anything like that, because they're trying to hide, it's a very convenient excuse. And so the only thing you have to question is, what is Dangioni's motive in trying to leak things in a world where not only has he seen Roger Badgerman get shut down, no doubt under some serious legal threat, and maybe even lose his job if he worked at Mojang, I'm sure he would know, why would you then start posting things and then immediately back down after you realize what's happening, despite referencing Roger Badgerman a lot of times? If you disagreed with Roger Badgerman and you started leaking for the same reasons he did, you would presumably think, no, I'm not going to back down, I'm going to go to the end on this, leaking is the right thing to do. But if you do it until the very moment you're not meant to, literally 4 days later, and you turn away, that seems to me like a convenient excuse. And indeed, I did reach out to the Badgerman and I tried to have a conversation, and I didn't get much out of it, but they confirmed that Mojang has seriously tightened up their processes, and they didn't want to publicly confirm or deny anything about Dangioni, of course, but they didn't seem very positive on the whole thing, which just makes the whole thing seem like it's a convenient discussion topic for YouTube, which is great. I think it's wonderful for us to discussion as a community about whether automatic crafting should exist. I just think it's also really important we don't do so under false premises. We have to say that, yeah, this is a fun idea that's coming out there, but also it's just a fun idea, in the same way that when you see Minecraft 2.0 leaks and Minecraft 1.22 leaks, you know they're fake instinctively. A lot of people might not know that this is most likely fake if you talk about it like it's real, which is why it's important to always add the disclaimer. And yes, I know I am sacrificing video performance. There is a lot of money to be made in selling people the fake leaks of 1.21, but I hope that when I tell you the truth about things like this, you realize that that means I'm going to tell you the truth about other things that I see. Sometimes that does mean sharing things that I know from behind the scenes. Sometimes that does mean sharing things and saying, actually, I'm not sure about this one. This could go either way, but I think it's really important to look at it and actually analyze a situation. And even if it means going back on yourself and saying, yeah, we might have been wrong about this, I think that's important. I think, for example, you can't show this image of the sand layers in the desert without also saying, yes, the developer then did tweet saying that he was just testing with some snow layers. Important context is the most valuable thing that you can have to make informed decisions on your own right, and I think when I hide information from you, it doesn't help you be more informed or the world be more informed, and honestly makes the world a little bit of a worse place, which is why I always try my best to share everything I can, which is something I hope that you appreciate. Which, by the way, just to kind of round up today's Q&A Saturday, I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed this comment I got saying, I'm a big Toy Cat fan. Before I played Minecraft, I'd watch the odd video, but more so now, anything IBX Toy Cat might not be the end-all be-all solution, but I enjoy watching things which are very doable easily, mostly accessible information with things fun and very entertaining to watch. I appreciate you saying that. I'm glad you've been liking the Ultimate Guide, and I'm especially glad that people are enjoying that it is true information, and it's not just the really fun regurgitated lies that just seem to spread so easily. I recently saw one that said that if you add more bookshelves to an enchantment table, you get even higher level enchantments. It's so easy to debunk, but it sounds so true, and there's just, the world is filled with facts like this that I do my best to counter, because I think people being informed is the most important thing, even on something that might seem minor like a Minecraft update, but in my opinion, Minecraft updates aren't a laughing feat. These are a big deal to us as a community, and so it's important that when we talk about them truthfully, and we talk about them right, and that is what I tried to do. I hope you enjoyed, and please do consider subscribing to the channel, because I will be sharing Minecraft news as and when it happens, and when it actually does happen, and isn't just a random account on Twitter saying something that lines up conveniently with my need to make a video today. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you trust me to share more things like this with you in the future, and let me know what you think about automatic crafting and whether it should or shouldn't happen as an idea, because I think that is the one fun thing to come from this leak. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.